If you want to check out different content from myself, I've just set up a second channel where I'm going to post fitness and things. The link for that will be in the description. And of course, if you want to avoid the random lottery of FIFA points, you want to go straight to the source, buy the players directly, use u7buy.com and use the code TVM at checkout. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to a brand new video. Today, my favourite, or rather most memorable midfielders of FIFA 16. Why we're doing this? Because we're waiting for the demo and there's nothing else to do. I do actually like going back and looking through the old footage as well. Really frustrating at the moment though, while we kick off with a Leicester City hero card, and that is going to be Nathan Dyer. The frustrating thing about this at the moment is, for whatever reason, I can only download certain videos in HD, so I'm having to leave out a few players. I'm going to have to mention them with like footbin links or clips or whatever it may be. You'll understand what I'm talking about when we get there. I have downloaded some non-HD clips, but you'll see, like, I've tried to tidy it up and make it look a little bit better, but it's just, I mean, these are HD and they don't look particularly great. So, unfortunately, the non-HD clips, yeah, not fantastic. Dyer was unbelievably quick and agile when he came out as well. That's what I really liked about him. And it was toward the back end of the game, of course, because we had, well, they had to win the Premier League to get all these hero cards. But the majority of the Leicester hero cards were actually really good. Kaká is one of those that I reviewed, and it did actually really well in terms of views. And Kaká has a couple of cards that I reviewed in FIFA 16. Unfortunately, every single one of them, it just won't let me download them in HD, so they look awful. So rather than subject you to non-HD footage, I've just shown you the card and just letting you know that Kaká was actually really good in FIFA 16. Dahoud, team of the season, was, I don't know why, right, but I really liked Dahoud in real life. He sort of disappeared now, really. Very rarely do you see him play. You don't hear about him in any way, but in FIFA in particular as well, even as a gold card, I think he was like 75, 77 rated, something like that. I actually really liked him. He didn't give up. His defensive stats weren't the best, but he still managed to get the better of many defenders. When his Team of the Season card came out, as you can see here, I mean, I should have played the ball about an hour ago. He was offside in the end, but just a really good player. He felt really quick. He wasn't the greatest in front of goal, but he didn't give anything up, and he had stamina for days. And that's what I really liked about him. And it was one of those cards that just goes into a team, people line up against him, they don't really expect much of him, and then he just pops up with assists and all the rest of it. I had to include Hatten Ben Arfa, even though this isn't a HD clip. Like I said, I've tried to tidy it up as best I can, to the point where I think the ball is kind of like disappeared some places. But Ben Arfa, when he gets a special card in a FIFA that you can skill, is just a dream. So much fun to use. I love doing step overs with him, going side to side and just beating players, running through them from the, literally, I could pick up the ball like here, and then it's just, right, can I run to the goal and score? And if I can't, I'm going to feed someone who can, and that's where Lacazette came in. But just a really fun card with some great finesse shots. And like I said, I do apologise that they're not HD clips. So some of them, like these replays, don't look too bad. But like this, in the actual gameplay, the ball kind of disappears sometimes. It's like, well, did that... Oh, right, now I know it went in because the net ruffled. Rustled? What's the word I'm looking for? Who knows? Either way, Ben Arfa was insane in previous FIFAs. It is a shame that... I think he's in this FIFA, right? He's just not very good. Gerrard, I think... Was this one of the last? I think this might have been the last Gerrard that we had in-game. No, it can't have been, because he had a premium card before he left, didn't he? Like an end of an era sort of thing. So maybe it was FIFA 17 was the last FIFA he was in. I can't remember. We'll find out, though. We will get there. But I did like this card, just screaming Gerrard at the top of your voice when you were hitting them from distance. And this was the FIFA, of course, you could score some banging long-range efforts in. Another Leicester City hero card. An Inler was unbelievably cheap. 20k was the price I paid when he first came out. He went down to 10k, as did the majority of the Leicester hero cards. But he was very, very good. I honestly had a lot of fun with that Leicester team. I don't really know why. Dyer was unbelievably quick. A couple of other decent cards in there, sure. But Inler, he could hit them from distance. He was really good at slide tackling. You couldn't get past him. He was literally like a brick wall. But bear in mind, this is at the end of the game, right? So You had team of the season cards all over the place. You had special items everywhere. And this guy is 80 rated. And he's just that good. You just cannot get past him. No matter what you try and do, he's just that good. Big fan. Coutinho, another non-HD clip. I do apologise. Quite expensive when he played for arguably the best team in the world. No, they are the best team in the world. When he played for Liverpool, cue the Arsenal and Bayern Munich fans. Go for it. Why not? But in FIFA, he was actually quite reminiscent. I mean, the quality of this is absolutely horrendous. But he was quite reminiscent to how he plays in real life. He's obviously agile. A lot smaller than your average player. Quite quick, but very capable of scoring long-range efforts, finesse shots, cutting inside there. I took one touch too many. I remember that, and I remember being really angry with it. But again here, bursting through, waiting for the run. There it is. Jamie Vardy through on goal. And obviously I've cut it because I've ballsed it up with Jamie Vardy. Coutinho again here on the ball. Beats one, goes round a second, beats a third, in on goal, and hits the top of the crossbar. But just a lot of fun to have. And I wasn't very good with free kicks then, but that wasn't far away. Untitled Pirlo, of course he does have better cards than this now that he's an icon, but back in FIFA 16, this was a very fun card to use. Shame he didn't have decent skills, but still a very fun player to pass the ball with. Like, you could just ping them, and I remember that's what the clips are. The clips are literally him raking it 70 yards and being pinpoint accurate. To end the video off, we are going to go with a very underrated player throughout many FIFAs. Of course, they've cut away his legs completely now. He was quite slow anyway, but now he has no legs whatsoever. And that is Ben. I don't know why I remember this, but I do. I really, really enjoyed this card. I think it was very underrated. He did a really good job in the middle. Despite not having an awful lot of pace, he was able to defend. He came back and nicked the ball on many an occasion. You just don't see him coming. There he is, out of nowhere. He just gets the ball. And then he's able to get it forward. Gets a bit of luck there, but he beats 3 players somehow. Comes forward, and slow players didn't really feel that slow back in FIFA 16. Like, look at that. I'm running through people. He's got 70 pace. I'm running through people. Goes for goal from distance. And that's the kind of thing you could do in FIFA 16. I tell you what, the old FIFAs are so much better than the new FIFAs. They should have kept it simple. Skills that are fun to use, long-range efforts that actually go in, pace that actually counts as pace. Just a lot of fun. And that is where, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to end today's video. In tomorrow's edition of Cards I Wish Still Existed, we are going to be looking at the forwards. Now, that could be a long episode. It might just be shorter clips because there are a lot of players there that I love. Let me know of your favourite midfielder from any previous FIFA in the comments. If you have enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.